Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Well, turns out I got this Historic Brawl bug, and now I can't get enough of this format. Crimson Vow was pretty cool, but it didn't really do much for the Historic format. None of the cards really excited me, and I don't really know what to play over there. However, now that I've discovered Historic Brawl, there are tons of decks that I want to try out, and that's what I'm probably going to be doing all this week. Starting off today, going to be playing the tried and true GYRUDA. I love this card, absolutely have a blast with it when I play it in Historic, so I have to try out in Historic. Now, it's hard to go over everything that's in this deck because it is a singleton deck. There are 100 cards, so there are a lot of pieces, but I'm going to go over the basic ideas of the deck and then jump into a few games. Alright, so we got some ramp, and since we aren't playing green, all of our ramp is in the form of artifacts. We have mana rocks and creatures that produce mana, hoping to help us get to these higher mana cost cards. Then we have interaction in the form of counter magic, because we are playing blue. We're playing counterspell, look at that. I don't know if I've ever cast a counterspell in Arena, actually. Then we got hand disruption and creature removal in this column right here. Not a ton of it, but enough to help us maybe get rid of some really bad threats. And then we have some utility spells, mostly in the form of card draw. And of course, things like Panharmonicon. This doubles up all of our enter the battlefield effects, and we have a lot of them in this deck. So we definitely want to find this card in most games. Then this is where the deck gets really interesting. Of course, it is a GYRUDA deck, so we are kind of spinning a wheel, and we want to hit big, even number creatures. And in this column down here, we have a bunch of massive threats. Any of these will be really great to get onto the field. Now, we can't just rely on GYRUDA, so we also have a whole bunch of reanimation spells to, hopefully bring some of these big threats out once we fill up our graveyard a little bit. And then, of course, spinning GYRUDA multiple times is always going to be fun. So we have things that are mimics, and we also have ways of bouncing our GYRUDA so that we can do that all over again. To round out the list, we have a bunch of creatures that are just, utility creatures. They're even numbers creatures, so they can get hit by GYRUDA, and, they do cool stuff when they enter the battlefield. And then, of course, we have a bunch of lands over here in this column that was hiding, the standard stuff that you would expect in any Dimir deck. So that is the GYRUDA deck. Gonna try it out and hope to hit some big jackpots. See you over in the games. All right, GYRUDA in Brawl. Ooh. Our opponent is on a pretty neat looking deck right off the start. Jorn, God of Winter. Neat. Opening hand looks okay, a little bit of removal, but everything is pretty expensive. Hoping kind of ramp into something. Need to find a turn 2 mana rock. That would be ideal. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of Brawl. Once Upon a Time is so good. This card, I remember when it was first banned. How many times have I said this? I bought a playset of it and then it got banned right after that. Real heartbreaker. I started playing a little bit more of Constructed Historic, but none of the decks were really appealing to me, so kind of been finding myself just looking up decks for Historic Brawl, seeing what people have built. Hey, look at that. Hit the mana rock on turn 2 as predicted. Yeah. But yeah, there are tons and tons of awesome decks in Historic Brawl. I almost don't know where to start. Can probably spend the next 100 videos just playing different types of Historic Brawl decks, which I very well might. This format, although it does have problems, it has been all right. That sucks, but what can I do? The opponent going first, getting a little bit of ramp, and then having the ideal card. Definitely pretty great for them. And now I'm in a position where I absolutely need to hit a land on turn 4, or I'm going to be in trouble. Well, they can untap target snow land, and they have this now. You may play snow permanents from the graveyard. Okie doke. Don't know if the Sculptor is necessary to kill, especially if I hit a land here. I could play out the Hostage Taker, but I don't, so we'll put out the Mirror. Little bit of ramp if it survives, but if it survives is a big, big, big question. The opponent's already, 7 mana with the untap from the Sculptor. Gonna be in a little bit of trouble this time around. Okay, it looks like they're going for the full 7. Icebreaker Kraken. Oh, man. Well, that's not good. So I could actually put out GYRUDA. I could put out the Massacre Worm as well. You know what? Let's try GYRUDA. Maybe I hit something just crazy here. I hit basically nothing. Okay, Vizier. So the Vizier enters the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the field, except the Vizier of Many Faces was embalmed. The token has no mana cost. Okay. Well, this is going to happen. Now, do I run GYRUDA again, or do I copy the Icebreaker Kraken? I think it's going to be GYRUDA again, and I'll just keep the token. Okay, well, that's good. I found a way of destroying their Icebreaker Kraken. So, that's all right. They can return it to their hand, though. Wow, I'm really surprised. So, return 3 snowlands you control to their owner's hand. Return Icebreaker Kraken to the owner's hand. I'm really surprised they didn't do that. So they have 8 mana now. Let's see what they're... okay. I see. Well, if we draw land, it's going to be Yawgmoths. I can do that. Just kill that. I could also... I have lots of choices. I could Heartless Act the Icebreaker Kraken. I don't really have a good hit from that, so let's just try destroying this, I think. And if they want to return it, they can return it. I don't know if I like attacking here because they can just do this play once again, and then these things are not going to untap, so yeah, maybe that was the wrong thing. But I got to attack, right? What can I do? Can't just stay under the thumb of this Icebreaker Kraken forever. Although it might be the case. At least it comes in tapped. Zov. So, a couple of choices here. This can actually take the Rhyme Staff. I maybe should have done that a lot earlier. I think I changed my mind. I'm going to go out with Atris. The opponent gets to look at the top 3 cards of my library and separate them into 2 piles. I think I will choose this because that gives me... Oh no, my Panharmonicon. Gives me a land though, which is probably the most important thing right now. Okay, Droger Necromancer. This card is super awesome. I definitely want to build around that at some point. But my stuff gets to untap next turn. I have 2 creatures with Menace. And then a GYRUDA. Okay, so the opponent returns the Iceberg Cancrix. Sure. Milling me? I don't know if they really want to be milling me, though. So let's put that out, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack in with the 3. And if they kind of block in a weird way, maybe I can get away with a Massacre Worm to wipe their board. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. But the double Menace means they got to put 2 things on 1. I don't know. Maybe they just put the Icebreaker in front of the GYRUDA. Okay. Little unfortunate because I can't really deal enough damage to this thing. So let's just kill that. And then what do I think? Maybe put out Razakith? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Razakith flies. They got to do something about it if they want to stop me from just doming them with old Razzie. This thing. Oh, well, that sucks. Now, if I were better at this game, I wonder what I would go get. Pay 2 life, sacrifice another creature, search your library for a card, and put that card into your hand, then shuffle. So I could sacrifice Atris and go find something really neat. Let's go see what's in our deck. I don't know what's what I could find, but... Okay, I do have reanimation spells. I have, of course, other hits. I don't mind Spark Double, actually. Or Scarab God? Oh, there's so many choices. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could just get Ulamog. Yeah, let's just get Ulamog. All right. Ulamog should be fun, right? They get control. Ah, I see. This was my my Noxious Gearhulk. Sneaky. Yeah, they put 2 lands into my graveyard, so not a big deal. I guess this is what I do since I kind of came here to do that. What do I want to get rid of, though? Probably the Draugr Necromancer and maybe the Rhyme Staff. The Rhyme Staff is really annoying, although this will be exiled, right? Yeah. Let's do the Icebreaker Kraken, I think. And then they're going to have a really awkward block with the GYRUDA coming in. This is turning into a game, isn't it? Okay. So they're down a little bit on mana now because they had to return so much to bring the Icebreaker Kraken back to hand. What could I bring out from the graveyard? Nothing still. So my reanimation spells are really not good. But Massacre Worm could represent a little bit of extra damage if I kill something, because it says whenever an opponent, a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. So it's possible I should have had that on the field a while ago. Ooh, okay. So a little sketchy, always sketchy with me, but get a first win. It's awesome. Next game. All right. Really wonder about that last game. I feel like the opponent could have maybe made something happen if they kept going. I don't think they were in too bad of a position. So I'm against Snapdax, which is a pretty cool mutate deck. Whenever this creature mutates, it deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and you gain 4 life. Well, that sounds terrifying. But I have a nice curve here. See what I can make happen. Okay. So I could use this to gain control of the Knight of the Ebon Legion if they load it up. Sure. Oops. Yeah, I guess I just go out with my ramp, and then next turn is GYRUDA. Yeah, why not? Let's see if we can get a quick early win with the Demon Kraken. All right, Swords to the Plowshares, 2 Plowshares. Getting rid of my poor Mir. Pretty cool that we get to see, you know, some of these neat mystical archive cards that would otherwise be hidden. I wonder if I should just take that. Oh, yeah, wow. A little bit stuck on mana here. I didn't really realize how I was drawing. Yeah, let's take the cleric. They're down same number of cards on both sides of the field. It'd be really nice to hit a black source here just to get out this Ravenous Chupacabra, so I could maybe blow up probably this, because they're going to put it on that. Yeah. So, gotta hope for that, or I'm in big, big trouble. Well, that's not it. So, the Fibbleflib comes onto the field and gives me my black source, but it might actually be a little bit too late. This thing is just going to get massive and keep destroying me. Plus, they can pump it next turn to do 14 damage. Uh-oh. They choose not to go that route, though. I think I definitely would have put the +3/+3 on it. All right, so they've exiled a sorcery. Any sorceries are going to cost me a lot. I don't think I really want to take 8 damage, so that can do that. Now they can load up the Gatekeeper next turn with King. I think they'll be able to do that again. I guess the mutate cost gets around commander tax, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, any opinions on that? Should alternative casting costs also be taxed? Okay. Well, same thing. I don't want to take that much damage. Oh. Well, that's fun. I might actually get a concede out of the opponent here. Okay. So I think it's going to be Gatekeeper. Why not utilize their creature? And let's go with creature. Although life total is getting a little low. Null Priest. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Nice. Bloodchief Sirs can get rid of one of these. I think it's probably better just to go out with GYRUDA and hit, like, Massacre Worm. How cool would that be? I don't think there was a Massacre Worm. There was no hit in either pile. Oh, no. Oh, there was a Drana. Oh. Well, that sucked. Okay. I'm going to kill the Null Priest because I don't want them getting double strike lifelink. Not a fan of that. I'll go in with the Hostage Taker. Why not? So in the graveyard, I do have the Ravenous Chupacabra, which with the Entomber? Yep. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And I will have enough mana. No, I won't have enough mana. I don't have 2 black sources. Yeah, I'm okay with this. That's an aggressive attack by the opponent. Okay, it's just going to be a GYRUDA next turn. Hey, there's a Massacre Worm. Nothing on my side. No. Oh no, this is dinosaurs all over again. I am not happy about any of that. All right. Noxious Gearhulk is fantastic, though, because once they do put this out, I'll be able to get rid of it and get in for 8 plus the 2 damage from the Massacre Worm. Things are looking okay. Good card. Lifelink, Death Touch, all the good stuff. Yeah. That's lethal. Nice. Nice. That was a fun one. I really like what the opponent was doing. Mardu, Ultron, I guess, would be the strategy. Keep going. Can't remember if I asked in the last video, but have you been trying Historic Brawl? Is this a thing you're interested in, or do you have no idea what it is and are seeing it for the first time? I'd love to know about that. And if you do play Historic Brawl, what commanders have you played? Like, GYRUDA's super cool. What's the opponent on? A Krenko. Okay, so they're playing a Goblin deck. So many options, right? It's out in blue. Maybe I need it on black. I don't think it matters, though. No, it's fine. Okay. Well, if I can find the Massacre Worm, this is going to be real bad news for the opponent. So, do I go out with the Mirror or the Arcane Signet? If I go out Arcane Signet, I can do the Zealot as well. I think I'm just going to put out the Mirror, though. Okay. What is Hull of Oracles? Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery if you've cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. Oh, no. Goblin Oriflame, so all attacking creatures get +1/+0. That means the opponent is coming in aggressively. I don't think the opponent's leaving me with much of a choice. I just have to put out GYRUDA. I do get to put out the Arcane Signet first, though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. It's got to be a big one. I didn't see what... Oh, okay. Bells and Luck is good. Bells and Luck is interesting, although it only got one hit for me. It says, whenever it enters the battlefield, exile top card of your library until you exile a non-land card. Put that card in your hand. If the card's mana value is 4 or greater, repeat the process. It hit a 3, of course, but still not bad. Krenko's on the field. I don't like Krenko being there, so I kind of want to Murderous Rider him. I think I will. And I still have plenty of mana, but I do want to get in with Bells and Luck. And then let's go out with the Zealot, see what I draw. Land, that's good. And load up the field, sure. This card's really neat too. One of those ones that probably went under most people's radars, but it's a neat effect. So the opponent wants to give me either an island and a Whirler Rogue or a mystery card. Oh, this mystery card could be anything. It was, oh, he got me. No, the opponent got me. I was bamboozled. I could have had a Whirler Rogue. Instead, I only have a fake island. Still, I think things are looking probably okay. But this deck's performing very well. I'm very happy with it. I knew I was going to be recording today. I'm actually recording on a Thursday night, which is unusual for me. I tend to record... Does this have to attack? Yes. So I will block there. I'm just kind of worried that they might have some kind of trickery. Yeah, what was I saying? I'm recording on a Thursday, which is unusual for me because I usually record either on the Saturday or Sunday, whatever day I have free. But this week, I just don't have the weekend overly free, I think. What I'm predicting is at least that. So I decided to record when I got home from work tonight. What do we get? Unleash Fury, yes. I should have... Oh, my order was a little bit wrong. So Gonti, when it enters the battlefield, I look at the top 4 cards of my opponent's library, and then I can take one of those and I can use that card whenever. Don't want that. Love the animation for Lazov. Always cool. Okay. So, yeah. And I decided that I wanted to try out some Historic Brawl on my phone while I had a little bit of a break time at work. And Historic Brawl, especially with the GYRUDA deck at work, on your phone, on a, you know, not happening. It was absolutely brutal. I really feel bad for the opponent that I was up against because I ended up looking through my deck. I was tutoring for something, and it was just taking way too much time. So what is this? Team Pennant. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 trample vigilance. Okay. Sure. I'm really surprised they didn't attack with... what can they do? Spark Double! You better believe I'm playing out the Spark Double. Miss completely. Oh, man. Do I go in all? So how many? They have 4 blockers. They block here, 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 and there. This gets in, this gets in, and this gets in. They gain 2. I actually can't kill them by doing this. Because they don't... oh, no, I have Menace. That's going to make things hard for them. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I got the Unleash Fury, so double the power of target creature. That'll probably go on Bells and Lock. Just having fun. That's all I'm trying to do. Should be good. It was close. Very close. Another one in the books. Cool. Keep going. I actually haven't decided how many games I want to play when I do these brawl things. You kind of just get lost and keep going and going and going. This hand is sketch. There's no way. Let's use that free mull. Looks a little bit better. Too high top end creatures though, not super great. But yeah, how many games? Do you have any ideas, any recommendations? Opponent's playing Kari Zev, so aggro. Let's go see what they're doing. It's probably not going to benefit me, but Thermal Alchemist, Slaying Fire, Pyromancer, and Tybalt. Oh. Well, all of those are really interesting. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to get rid of the Pyromancer. It just represents so much damage since I know I'm going to be slow. Thankfully, Kari Zev doesn't have haste. Alright. So I guess it's going to be a Thirst for Knowledge this turn, and I can discard the Noxious Gearhulk. And then maybe try to reanimate it sometime soon, but I think I'm going to be dropping pretty low here. This is 4 damage coming in. Down to 17. And they'll probably put out Tybalt. Yeah. So they're making more creatures that are going to start beating on my face. Okay. Well... not great. Copy of any creature on the battlefield, so I can actually copy Kari Zev. And Kari Zev is a pretty good thing to copy. And I think I actually just have to do that just to have something on the field. First Strike can maybe hold back some annoying things that they're throwing at me. They do have the Slaying Fire, though. And the Frostbite. Ooh. Okay, okay. I guess I could Embalm it next turn.
My assistants are painfully slow.
Dark Ritual is cool. So do I go for the GYRUDA with the Dark Ritual? I think that's my only chance here, right? GYRUDA. Not great. Let's go with Artis. Atris. Atris? That's it. Go with the Oracle. See what they give me. Land, or land disdainful stroke. I'll choose the mystery one. It's a land! I got tricked again. All these people are too clever. I didn't realize that they had Tybalt with the Tybalt icon. That's pretty sweet. Good sleeves too. So Slaying Fire goes face? It does go face. Oh no. Oh, I can't do that. So I'm taking, yeah, some damage here. Hope is not lost. Nothing in the graveyard that really gets me out of this. So I could Vizier, or I could Blood for Bones, go and grab the Vizier, or I could just Vizier and GYRUDA spin. What do I hope to even hit, though? I could just put out a giant threat. 2, 4, 6 mana. It would be nice to hold up some removal on that. I'm wasting my opponent's time. This sucks. Okay, I think I know what the plan is. Okay. So I'm going to attack Tybalt, and I'm going to hope they don't do anything here. Okay. And then I'm going to Blood for Bones, sacrificing the Oracle. Oh no, I got fooled again. I forgot they had Scavenging Grounds. So they exile all cards from the graveyard. There's nothing I can do about that. Uh-oh. Okay. That sucked. So, I wonder if it's Heartless Act on the Thermal Alchemist or the Kari Zev. It's going to be one of them. The Alchemist is scary. They're both scary. I think it's the Alchemist, actually. Yeah, the opponent gives me the oops, and... yeah, let's dance. It's okay. It's fine. They have the Ramen runes. Got to be aware of that. Okay. I guess this is kind of the same. So if I block this, I'm dead. I'm just dead here, I think. Don't they have the Slaying Fire still? Yeah. Okay, I'm not dead yet. That's not really good enough. You know what? It was many turns ago. It was probably the GYRUDA spin that was the way to win. Or not way to win, but the way to not completely die. And probably putting this out, I think, is going to be a mistake. Let's go grab... what do I grab? Something that gains me life. I don't think I have anything that gains me life. Swan Song. And Essence Flux. I'm assuming they'll put the Swan Song in the graveyard. Maybe not. Oh, they gave me the Swan Song. Okay, so the Swan Song can at least stop the Slaying Fire. But it also creates... I mean, this might kill me, right? Choose one that hasn't been chosen yet. Target creature becomes a coward until the end of turn. And then... cowards can't block warriors. So they make my GYRUDA a coward. I'm dead so many ways here. They just let everything through, or they do what they can and then Ramen ruins me. That's how they're going to win. this a warrior? No. I get to kill the monkey. Oh, they tapped the Ragnarok runes, so you're telling me there's a slight chance. Okay. Wow, what a bad draw. Okay, now there's no chance. They slang fire, they make... wow. We'll negate that, not swan song it. But I'm just dead to the Ragnarok runes. Maybe they don't know the Ragnarok runes is on the field. And then, by some miracle, something else happens. Banefire. I can't counter it. No, I thought that was like put it back on the top of its owner's library. Okay. GG. It's cool to see aggro. Yeah. Next one. GYRUDA. Historic Brawl is fun. This hand looks boring. Throw it away. This hand looks bad. Well, we get a little bit card draw on our 2 slots, so maybe it's okay. Put this out, save some time, go and do it now. I have one friend who gets really annoyed when the opponents always wait to crack like Evolving Wilds or Fabled Passage at like the last possible moment, which is fine. You know, it's good. It's a good way to play, but he definitely gets annoyed by it. I could Dark Ritual and actually get out this Skyclave Relic and get out one of these two. Is that worth doing? No, probably not. Really hoping for a land there. Could be in trouble now. Opponent is on Calix. So they're playing artifacts. Or not artifacts, enchantments. So I could Dark Ritual into Thassa and then start bouncing this Dust Legion Zealot. I could also just try to aim for GYRUDA next turn. I think that's probably better overall. So Skyclave Relic to the field. May as well get in for 1. And then, yeah. We'll do what I came here to do. So they have a Druid class on the field. Every time a land enters the battlefield, they'll gain life. And Heliod triggers on that. Now they have Calix on the field, looking at the top 4 of their library and putting an enchantment into their hand. So they get a Cast Out. Well, Cast Out is not great in my books, but might be okay. So if I do this, I'll have to actually use all my mana to get GYRUDA out, which I don't want to do because I was kind of hoping to leave the Essence Flux up so I could bounce GYRUDA from the Cast Out. So I think instead I'll just go out with the Mirror, get my ramps that way, and go and punch Calix in the face a little bit. Really was hoping to hit a land there, so I could have done the Dark Ritual GYRUDA and hold up the Essence Flux, but it's what it is. Ooh, all that glitters. So what are they going to be loading up? Heliod? Maybe? I could get scary real quick. Oh, I still don't have... Oh, yeah, because I have to Dark Ritual. So if I Dark Ritual... I think that's fine. Tapping my mana in such a silly way. This taps for anything, right? Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Jin-Gitaxias. Well, hello there, darling. Jin-Gitaxias does some crazy stuff. And I think I will be saving my Jin-Gitaxias with an Essence Flux. May as well attack in. Wow. So I get to draw a whole bunch of cards. Hey, I found a whole bunch of cool things. Let's get rid of that. That. Oh my gosh. That. How many more? 5? It's going to be a little sketch if I'm going to get up to an Ulamog. I think I can probably reanimate Ulamog before I can do anything else. And maybe Massacre Worm too. Okay. I don't know. Leaves me with lands, clones. Probably try to time warp next turn. And then murder whatever they put out onto the field. If they can't get rid of Jin Cataxius, it's going to erase their hand, but this gets rid of Jin. Okay. Rude. I can bring back Jin now. So 5 mana. Back to 5 mana. Sucks. Oh, wow. What do I do? Okay, I'm just going to put out Thassa, I think. I'm going to play a little bit conservatively. And see where things go. But that Wrath of God was very timely for the opponent. It's actually pretty cool in this deck, I think. You know, you're loading up a whole bunch of enchantments and then... Oh, I guess I just didn't read this. Exile target creature or enchantment you don't control until target enchantment leaves the battlefield. So it's underneath the cast out. I see. Well, things are looking real bad. I want to get rid of the Shalai because I don't really want them loading up Shalai. These little 1/1s are going to be terrifying, actually. Wow. Oh my gosh. So that's amazing. The opponent put this out. They gain 2 life. Use this to put a +1/+1 on Shalai that blanks the Heartless Act because of the way it works. Goodness gracious, that sucked. So Chupacabra kills that at least. It's a Massacre in here. This enchantment deck is rad. Okay, so all of their enchantments are going to be 4/4 angels now. Making 4/4 angels. And they have their Heliod back online. Well, I suppose the Ravenous Chupacabra is going to jump in front of Mr. Suncrowned. So I could bring back cool stuff, but it's really not going to be enough. This thing is brutal. He's holding it over my head. The opponent is holding it over my head. And I don't like that. But I don't think I have much of a choice. I think I need to... Well, I could Skyclave Apparition and just remove the Heliod. All right. I forgot Rise from the Grave could be both sides of the field. Okay. Something you don't see a gold bordered Skyclave Apparition every day, do you? Look at that. Okay, here come the 4/4s, which is the next problem I have to deal with. Getting my lands, at the very least. Is it just GYRUDA and Hope? Yeah. The thing is, they're going to put the All That Glitters on this 4/4 Angel next turn and just dunk on my face. I missed. Actually, in my intro, when I was kind of like looking at the recording before jumping into games, I noticed that I put the Scarab God in the column with all the even cards and said that he was one of the things that I could hit with GYRUDA. Not so much. The Scarab God's in the deck for a different reason. I think I'm probably dead within the next couple of turns, maybe 2 turns. Yeah. And I'm not really sure there's anything in the deck that could really stop this assault. Which is awesome. It's awesome. Love seeing that card. Ooh, that's fun. So if I cast this, how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do it X5. You know what? I'm going to do it for X5 just because it's fun. Okay, so what do I get back? I get a Scarab God. I get a Ravenous Chupacabra. I got a Fibbleflib. Hey, that's all right. Doesn't help me survive. They can give it protection. It's, you know. Drawing 2 cards with... I thought I draw 2 cards. If you entered the battlefield... If it entered from your library or cast from your library... Ah, okay. Well, that's not fair. All right. GG's opponent. It's cool. This deck's sweet. Here's the next problem that I have with Brawl. Every time I play against a new opponent playing something neat, I'm like, I want to play that too. And it's just going to be a never-ending cycle of, let's go to this one, and then this deck, and then this deck. Scary, dangerous. Couple more. Right, little Niv-Mizzet time now. Yeah, this looks okay. Right, Niv-Mizzet. So it's going to be a spell slinging deck. Freebooter's an okay draw. I get to see what they're up to. Brainstorm. Remember when we could play this in Historic? Poor Brainstorm. I have a friend who quit after Brainstorm was banned. I think that was the last straw. Last straw? Last straw. The poor banning of Brainstorm. I'm going to try the Cold Steel Heart. I kind of feel like they might have counter magic for it. But, yeah, okay, they let it go. I don't know. Do you counter mana rocks? Do you counter the enablers or wait for the payoffs if you're playing a deck with a bunch of counter magic? Okay. So do I want to get out Atris, or do I want to play the Evolving Wilds and maybe go out with the Freebooter to see what they're up to? I think I want to see. I want to take a peek. Show me what you got. Well, as I expected, they have a whole bunch of cards that I don't want them to have. Wow, I think I could just probably close my eyes and pick one that way. I think my prediction for the way this game's going to go, my opponent is going to do something super rad and kill me. That is my guess. When I start seeing Galvanic Iteration and Teach by Example, this opponent is up to something. So, am I holding on to the Supreme Will and going after the 24 turn clock with the Kitesail Freebooter? I don't think so. Yeah, let's just get Atris on the field. The more I play this card, the more I like it. Big fan. I love the art. Yeah. Dark Ritual and Dusk Legion Zealot. I can't play that. Oh. I've been tricked twice already. Oh, it's a time warp. Okay, okay. That's cool. I don't know. Is that good? I don't know if I've ever actually cast a time warp. They seem to be getting stuck on lands, though. They do have the replicating ring, which is a mana rock. Okay, fine. 4 mana, midnight clock. Okay. Ding dong. Well, gonna attack in. Do I go out with the GYRUDA? Or, yeah. Sure. This is a mana rock as well, right? Yeah. Okay, did not hit well. No, I'm lying. I hit the best hit you could possibly hit. Thassa is exactly what you want. Because we get to do it again. Very happy that this has happened at least once. And I think this time... Brain Maggot, okay. Enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from exile that card until Brain Maggot leaves. So, which card is a problem? I think it's Teferi. I hate this card. This -3 is really annoying. This Teferi, very unusual planeswalker. You may activate loyalty abilities on this Teferi anytime. On any player's turn, anytime you could cast an instant. So they can do instant speed -3 and phase out one of my creatures. Not a fan of that. I wonder if they're going to go out with the Locust God. Okay. So I have access to 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. I definitely want to murder the Locust God. And then attack in for a good chunk. I'm going to put this out untapped. I don't think I needed to do it untapped, but just in case. And GYRUDA again. This time hit a Belzen Lock. Yeah. Seagate Restoration, that's 1 card. Okay, Hostage Taker. Okay, 3 cards is pretty awesome, and I have this Supreme Will, which is not a great counterspell, but it's something. The cards that they have in hand are not going to keep them alive, so... Oh, I really thought the opponent was going to turn this one around on me. Oh, that one felt awesome. One more. Alright, last one with GYRUDA. So far it's been great. Deck has been hitting decently. This is a turn 3 Whirler Rogue. I get to go first. I mean, it's not terrible. You know what? It's not terrible. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to try. Against Chandra. Another mono red deck. Seen just a few of them. Don't see a lot of mono colored decks. I think mono black would be the only other one that I've seen. Oh, do I just kill the Grim Lavamancer? Grim Lavamancer's annoying. Bang. Could be Chandra time. Why not, right? Like, Lightning Bolt! Oh man, I love it. I think this is legitimately the first time I've seen that card cast. Oh, that Abrade. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. That Abrade was really bad. Oh, it wasn't a turn 3. I forgot I didn't have enough blue mana. Oh, I'm an idiot. So, Chandra. Oh, it's Chandra Tribal. Whoa, this Transmogrify means bad things. Okay, it's gotta be this Chandra. This is really not good. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but at least I can slowly kill that Chandra with Brain Maggot. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So one more card and I hit the GYRUDA. Do I need to... I think I need to hold up the negate because next turn if they hit a land, they put out these little 1/1s they can transmogrify to who knows what. Yeah, here we go. It's coming. It's coming. Guess I'm never going to find out what cool thing my opponent may have had. And now instead, GYRUDA. And I'm not sure. Okay, I get to draw or draw. Yep. Smack.
Keep it up and you'll pay.
Well, two lands off of Razaketh. Okay, what does this Chandra do? I've never seen this one. Discard your hand, exile top 3 cards of your library until the end of turn. You may play cards exiled this way, and then it deals 2 damage to any target. +1 to deal 2 damage to any target is pretty sweet. Does this hit Planeswalker? No, only creature. Well, I'm definitely going to be going after this one. And then I guess I just put out the Whirler Rogue. Sure. Flying Thopters are going to be pretty good to maybe finish off this Chandra. Runaway Steamkin gives me a target for Noxious Gearhulk. Gonna try to gain a little bit of life, make... Oh, okay. Not a big deal. Sure. Yeah, there's no reason not to make those. Get in for at least one. There's a land, and that could be a Razaketh, but I think I probably want to kill the Steamkin because it can do kind of silly things. And let's send these here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad. I got a little ahead of myself. Yeah. I know my brain process, I could understand. I'll send those there and confirm that attack. Then we'll send these there. Not how things actually work. Should be fine, though. Once this Razaketh gets on the field... Oh, I thought they were going to kill the Noxious Gearhulk. Oh, yeah. So Razaketh on the field now, and I think I can go find whatever thing I need. Okay, don't be a bonehead and attack with everything this time. They should be a little bit lower. And now, I mean, mono red, what could they have that murders me? This Ox is good, though. But I get to go find exactly what I need from my deck, which... Ravenous Chupacabra's there. What kind of removal do I have left in my deck? When a spell you control deals damage, transform it. Okay. And it transforms into this 3/3. Oh, okay. Gives more access to cards. Okay, well, Noxious Gearhulk sacrificed. And now we get to go find what... Well, I could just get a reanimation spell. What is in my graveyard, exactly? Brain Maggot, Dust Legion, that... 7, 5, 4, wow, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could, yeah. What I was going to do was go get the Agadeems, and then Agadeems for, yes, I would have been able to Agadeems for 6, and I could have got Noxious Gearhulk and Ravenous Chupacabra and a Desolate Legion Zealot. That would have been kind of cool. Anyways, that's it. Let's go to wrap up. All right, so I was actually really impressed with the GYRUDA deck. I only had a few games under my belt going into making this video, but boy, oh boy, did this deck ever perform awesomely. There's a lot to it, and I still don't fully understand everything in the deck, but I saw a lot of the cards. I understand how they work now, and I think I'm going to continue playing this one in my free time because I actually had a really fun time with it. I do want to say one more time in my intro, I mentioned the Scarab God was a hit for GYRUDA, but that's not true. It is a 5 CMC card, but it still should be in the deck because it is pretty awesome. Just put it under the more utility-based creature category. Anyways, try this one out if you have the cards, or, you know, build your own version of it. I think GYRUDA is a pretty cool commander, not a difficult one to build. And I think as the commander, it gets rid of that companion building restriction, so you can start putting cooler cards in the deck. And there's a lot of area to explore with this deck. Take care for now and enjoy the start of your week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.